You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 22nd of October 2025. It is 30 days after the fall equinox. It is 60 days before the winter solstice. By the French Republican calendar, it is the first day of Brumaire, the day of the pomme, the apple. The sun rises today at 7:15 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:40 p.m. The sun sets today at 6:05 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 6:33 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 7:04 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 32 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 1% full at midday. The first quarter will arrive on Wednesday, the 29th of October. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the early morning, low tide, 4:57 a.m., 24 centimeters. In the late morning, high tide, 11:17 a.m., 1 meter 71. In the evening, low tide, 5:32 p.m., 12 centimeters. At night, high tide, 11:45 p.m., 1 meter 43. In our shared realm of plants and animals, fall color has arrived in earnest. The ash trees have suddenly burst bright yellow all at once. Ashes have teased us for the last 2 weeks with yellow leaves here and there, but when they are ready, the shift is rapid and dramatic. Their leaf drop will last just a few days. The Japanese zelkovas are also turning. They take on a bright orange-brown hue. The hardy rubber trees on 12th Street are just beginning to turn, and some large maples are just beginning to show red. Horse chestnuts are done, showing their bare branches, and the honey locusts and black locusts are beginning to wrap things up. Commemorations. Annals of the Great Cities. On this day in the year 794, the Japanese Emperor Kanmu arrived at the new capital he had built in what is today Kyoto. On the 8th of November, he would formally name it Heian-kyo, the tranquil capital. The new city of Heian-kyo was designed along the plan of the Tang capital of China, Chang'an, with gridded streets laid out in front of the imperial palace. Unlike Chang'an, Heian-kyo had no walls. On this day in 1746, Princeton University received its charter from the province of New Jersey. It was dubbed the College of New Jersey at the time, and the charter specified its mission for the education of youth in the learned languages and in the liberal arts and sciences. The college was unique in the colonies in that any person of any religious denomination whatsoever was allowed to attend. The College of New Jersey became Princeton University in 1896. On this day in 1797, André-Jacques Garnerin jumped from a balloon 1,000 meters above the Parc Monceau in Paris. His new invention, the parachute, wafted him safely to the ground. It was the first recorded parachute jump. On this day in 1883, the first Metropolitan Opera House opened in New York City. Charles Gounod's opera Faust was presented on opening night. On this day in 1884, the International Meridian Conference met in Washington at the behest of President Chester A. Arthur, and selected the meridian passing through the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, England, as the prime meridian. This set a consistent standard for determining longitude for all the countries in the world. It also paved the way for an international system of time zones. On this day in 1967, 3 poets, Philip Whalen, Gary Snyder, and Allen Ginsberg, made the first ritual circumambulation of Mount Tamalpais north of San Francisco. Inspired by the Japanese Yamabushi, mountain ascetics who practice a blend of Buddhism and Shinto, the poets chose a path circling the mountain, pausing at key points to chant. Thus they opened the mountain. The circumambulation has been continued ever since on the Sundays nearest the solstices and equinoxes by a group that quite literally follow in their footsteps. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 22nd of October, 2025.